Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. There is a short clip that has been going viral since yesterday evening. In the clip, Hussein Mohammed, William Ruto's main digital strategist, is seen pushing back a woman. So in this video, I want us to have a look at that short clip, after which, as usual here, we are going to dissect it to see exactly what it means politically. Before we do that, in case you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes, that's Hussein Mohammed shoving aside the poor woman. And before that incident, that woman had actually taken part in a photo session with William Ruto himself. And even from that clip, as she's being pushed back, you are seeing William Ruto is not even bothered or calling Hussein Mohammed to order. An indication that William Ruto largely approved of what Hussein Mohammed was doing to that old mama. What does that mean politically? Considering that William Ruto and his team are using the hustlers tag, we are going to form a government of MBOGA, a government of boda boda, watu wa viosk, watu wa chini. That's largely William Ruto's political narrative as he campaigns across the country. And we are now seeing him literally chasing away a MBOGA. The first thing coming out clearly from that clip, William Ruto is using the poor masses for his political mileage. He is taking advantage of the ignorance and naivety of the poor masses at the lower cadre in the society. And is doing that deliberately to get votes from that section of Kenyans. If William Ruto forms government, or if he becomes the president, he won't form a government with these poor masses. People will be surrounding William Ruto are his close political allies and close associates, his fellow billionaires in the ruling class. Those are the people William Ruto will form a government with, not MBOGA, boda boda, or maskini. Those are just clever gimmicks by William Ruto and his team to actually score some political goals. And from that short clip again, I'm seeing a William Ruto whose brand of politics is largely based on propaganda and lies, and creating false illusions and perceptions. Before that incident of the old mama being pushed aside, William Ruto had taken a photo smiling with that mama. And that was meant to hoodwink the public that Ruto cares about them. Ruto cares about the poor, the poor, the downtrodden in the society. That was the perception or intention Ruto wanted to achieve. And that just shows clearly Ruto's brand of politics is largely based on creating false illusion and perception. It's all based on propaganda. That's also something I'm reading from that short clip. And looking at that short clip again, I felt pity to some Kenyans who are actually believing some of these open lies by William Ruto. And when I talk about open lies, William Ruto has been in government since 2013. It's now 10 years. Ruto has been in government. And in all this duration William Ruto has been in government, before he came to government, there are some promises William Ruto made to Kenyans. Ironically enough, William Ruto has not even fulfilled those promises and is still promising the same promises in 2022. And some Kenyans are believing him. So from where I sit, I'm seeing a section of Kenyans who might be totally naive or totally illiterate or totally not informed. If at all you can believe what William Ruto is saying, while he has been in government, he has given other promises before, which he has failed to deliver, and is coming to you again with the new promises, and you are actually believing, then something is seriously wrong with Kenyans. That's also what I'm making of that short clip of that old woman. And again, it's just 2 weeks to the elections. And in my earlier videos some few days ago, I did state that in the remaining 2 weeks, William Ruto is most likely going to make some serious political blunders. And one political blunder I'm seeing William Ruto has just made, William Ruto actually roasted himself yesterday during the debate. And some few hours ago, I didn't talk about the presidential debate. But in our next analysis, I'm going to dwell more on some issues about the debate. William Ruto roasted himself seriously in the yesterday's debate, in that William Ruto went to the debate with a lot of confidence. William Ruto supporters had a lot of hope that William Ruto was going to nail and fix everything, and that William Ruto was just going to run away with the debate. What we saw from the debate was a big failure, a flop. William Ruto supporters right now, I know their hopes have actually come down. Their hopes were very high, but from the debate, I know their hopes have a little bit come down. Because of what they expected William Ruto to deliver, Ruto never delivered. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua performed far much better than William Ruto. So I know William Ruto, in the remaining 2 weeks, is going to make such kind of blunders. And he just roasted himself during the debates. He was not able to articulately answer some questions he was being asked. And now with the issue of that old mama being chased away, that's also a big blow to William Ruto, in my honest opinion. Some Kenyans will not take that lightly. And they'll now just take it to mean William Ruto is just using them to get votes. After getting votes, that's it. William Ruto does not care about them. From that short clip again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now fully convinced that the problem is not Farouk Kibet or any other person surrounding William Ruto. The problem is William Ruto himself. Kenyans have been accusing Farouk Kibet of being violent and sometimes even goes physical with some leaders around William Ruto. And from yesterday's event, Hussein Mohammed is not known to be violent. But now, for the time Hussein has been with William Ruto, you are seeing Hussein Mohammed acquiring some bad traits. An indication that the problem is not Hussein Mohammed or even Farouk Kibet. These are William Ruto's employees just doing what William Ruto wants them to do. So the problem from where I sit is William Ruto himself. Those employees, be it Farouk Kibet, be it Hussein Mohammed, they are just doing what William Ruto wants them to do. And actually, this is why I blame some of these people working with William Ruto. And as Kenyans said to the election, you must be very, very careful on the type of a leader you are going to elect. Especially, you must look at the political affiliation of that kind of a leader. A good leader cannot be in a wrong political affiliation. It's almost certain and clear that if a good leader is in a wrong political affiliation, that political affiliation is most likely going to compromise the morals of that good leader. And eventually that good leader is going to turn out as a bad leader. So Kenyans must be very, very careful when electing leaders. A leader is in a wrong political affiliation. Avoid such a leader just like you can avoid a plague. That's a leader who is not going to deliver as per your expectations. Yes. As I conclude, that clip just shows clearly William Ruto and his team do not care about Mama MBOGA. They don't care about hustlers. Those are just nice words they are using to endear themselves to the poor, unsuspecting masses to get votes. In case you have not subscribed so far, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.